So this is a historic day, never before of so many online journalists and influencers, and that's exactly what you are. You're journalists and you're influencers come together in this building to discuss the future of social media. Each of you is fulfilling a vital role in our nation. You're challenging the media gatekeepers and the corporate censors to bring the facts straight to the American people, and that's what you're doing. You're going right to the people. Possibly we wouldn't be here right now. I asked somebody, what do you think I'd do without social media? Would I be here? Because I said, I think so. But they weren't so sure. I have to say that, you know that. I'm not sure I believe that, but I have to say it. But you communicate directly with our citizens without having to go through the fake news filter. It's very simple. Together you reach more people than any television broadcast network by far, not even close.
We fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. We're on weekdays, 11:45 Eastern. Follow us on Spreaker.com and click on the like button. There was a piece quite recently, and I'll give you the date. It's Monday, September the 16th when I'm doing this. I was listening to Fox News about this morning, and it never came up. They kept promoting it, but it never came up. An American citizen speaking her mind about the death of her son due to an illegal alien was blocked on Facebook. I, for one, think this is the straw that has broken the camel's back, but that's just me. Here are the words that will get you banned on the socialist Facebook. They don't want the truth to be spoken. They and others think they can run the clock out down to 2020. Don't think that's going to work somehow. In fact, I believe, as do an ever larger number of people do, that in fact the clock for Facebook, as they know it, is almost up. The sands of time for this leftist progressive California think tank of extremism acting against ordinary citizens, and in the case of American citizens just availing themselves of their constitutional rights, is coming to an end. You see, in America, unlike any other country in the world, blocking your competition is almost unconstitutional. Not allowing them to flourish is an act of antitrust, and they're being investigated. So is no wonder that the one who chose to deny your views whilst in the same breath allow others shouldn't actually be investigated. It's not as though you have anywhere else to go, is it? Let's face it, Facebook and others of their ilk are in fact acting for all intents and purposes as public utilities. But here's another twist. They are in fact on the US stock exchange. Therefore, they are subject to public scrutiny. They are not private companies. They can no longer hide behind the anonymity of being a private company. They don't have that ability anymore. I wonder if you've ever considered this. Have you ever considered that you might actually own one of these companies, or even all of them? That's part of it, I mean, not all of the company. They may or may not be tied up, either directly or indirectly, in your mutual funds. So aren't you, in that case, responsible in some small way for their actions? Perhaps something you'd like to ponder on. I'm going to give you those words now, the words that thou shalt not utter, unless you want to risk being blocked on the socialist left-wing Facebook. This is verbatim. At Camilla Harris, what law can I break and have you defend me so staunchly? Provide me with sanctuary from our laws. Political clean-up from your, uppercase, your inaction for decades is what it's called. You have #blood on your hands for every death of an American killed by an illegal alien criminal you are protecting. Illegal Alien is in uppercase. That was published July 14, 2019 at 8:31 in the evening. For this, you can be blocked. For this, you can be censored. I ask just one question that only Americans can answer. When is this socialist left-wing publicly listed social media company going to be brought to heel? Only you can do this. No other group of citizens in the world can. It's up to you, America. It's up to you, Americans. Time is up. Just a side note. I was told recently that in the financial industry, there is an anachronism going around. It's known as FANG, which stands for Facebook, Apple, Netflix, and Google. Interesting, I thought. Ironic as well. Maybe, just maybe, we should start all thinking about divesting ourselves of these companies and perhaps any mutual funds that invest in them. Just a thought. Why should you support companies you fundamentally disagree with? Because don't you believe in free speech? I certainly do. Because if you think about it, after all, they don't really make anything. They rely on you, and you being their advertising market. So if you don't support their stock and don't click on their advertising, maybe, just maybe, we can hurt their bottom line, just like they tried to do to Fox News. After all, they are on the stock market, and the market is built on confidence in its products. And if those products are seen to be, for what they really are, built on a pack of lies and deceitful activities, maybe we can invoke a change at the very least. Maybe we can oust the CEOs of these companies. Maybe we can have a stockholders meeting and get rid of these left-wing thugs and put these large social organisations back into public hands. Remember, there are many more of us than there are of them, however hard they try. Far more conservative and independent thinkers out there than there are communists. So together, as Glenn Beck said way back in 2008, we surround them, not the other way round. Just consider that. Just consider defunding them. Let's play them at their own game. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. We are also on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a twist, and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all our morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio. That's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can now hear a weekend review of our podcasts on WHBJ DB, News Talk Radio. Join us and many others. And you can find all our podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com. Click on the Morning Moments tab.